Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning. 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 Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Hold on one moment here. What was I getting ready to say? Oh, good morning to you. Welcome to See You in the Morning, my man. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy, and See You in the Morning is, of course, my horrible idea to wake up first thing in the morning to give you way too much of my personal business. My business, giving you too much of my business. But yep, that's what I do. If this is your first time hearing this, man, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've been here before and you found an out robbery to come once again to watch this show, man, I appreciate you because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. So we're gonna rock out today. It's Monday. It's a hard day. It is harder. It is harder than a young man in the strip club. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try our very best to push through this show, man. Even on a Monday, even on the Mondays of Mondays, we still have a lot to be grateful for and happy for. So we'll try to do a show all about it. If you've never watched the show before, it's guaranteed to go in a lot of directions. One of the only directions that it really is gonna go in is left, but we have a good time anyway. Lots of randomness. The show can be just as random. It's a grab bag. You just kind of pull things out and you see what happens. So it's a grab bag of a show. The only thing that I do every show is I welcome everybody that welcomes me. I say good morning to those who speak to me. If you speak to me, I speak back. We don't have a problem with doing that. And the first three people that speak get the M&Ms, the morning mythical medal. So let me go ahead and get those out this morning. Winning the bronze medal this morning is my good friend Franita Rollins Delk with the bronze medal. You got to say it a little Spanish. Franita. Gotta add a little bit of an H in there. Franita Rollins Delk. Good morning to you. Winning the silver this morning is my man, the smoothest man on the show, Keith Brown, downtown Keith Brown, in the building with the silver. And winning the gold this morning is TT, my niece, tiny and tasty, Crystal TT Pineo. Good morning to you. So TT with the gold, Keith with the silver, and the bronze goes to Franita. And almost getting a medal is the aluminum fourth is Eminem, Emmy Time, Emmy Place, Michelle McKinney. Also here, good morning, Denzel, my man. Denzel's in the building. Good morning, Lisa, Rosetta, Kim Cat Thomas Jones is in the building. Lisa, JD, don't call me Martin Luther the King. Rounds it out. See, it was simple this morning. Monday, y'all dragging that wagon this morning. Crystal Sex Appeal is in the building. People ain't coming through today. Today's Monday. People just trying to wake up. They're trying to get over the weekend. It was an abbreviated holiday weekend. No, we didn't really know how to handle it. What's going on, James? Out there been preaching this weekend. Good morning to him. Queen Honey. That's a name for you. That's a name. You don't know what you're getting with that, but you just know that's Queen Honey right there. Queen Honey. That she could either run a drug cartel, be a poet, musician, anything. Queen Honey, that's a complete name. Jackie Brighton Riddick, good morning. How are you this morning? Aries, blessings on this morning. Blessings, as if we all sneezing. She's giving out blessings. But this morning, man, my man James out there preaching this weekend. I had the privilege of not being able to hear it, but I'm sure you did a fantastic job with all that you did this weekend. As we do on every Monday, man, we start the show off with a weekend recap where I recap all the things that I did this weekend. And to be honest, blur. Weekend was a blur. Did a whole bunch. Still got house guests, you know. Still, I can't get rid of him. Can't get rid of him. I tried to, but he just won't leave. I've done everything. I've done everything. Try to get him out of there. Good morning, Patricia. Patricia Pippin's in the building. I've done everything. He's still here. I think today he's leaving. I think today is the last day of me having Xander in the house. It's been an exciting experience. But Xander time, I think, is gone. I think Xander time is gone for now, and it's okay. It's okay. It's been pleasant. So that's part of my weekend review. It's just been me making sure nothing happens here in my house. Good morning, Jay Nice or Janice, whichever way you want to water. Yeah. I've been way too nice. Good morning, Carmen and Ida. It's been interesting. I took him into the. It's been interesting. I did all that I could. I took him in the hood, let him see Lincoln Park and some of the nice Dale's homes. I left him out there real quick. I told her, "Hey man, run right through there real quick," and I took off, dropped him off at Dale's homes, and I left. And they didn't bother him at all. They all thought he was a pluck. Everybody was like, "Hey man, what you looking for?" And he was confused because he doesn't live a drug life, so he had no idea what was happening. But so that was an exciting time. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Betty. I did it. I was like, "Hey man," we pulled off right there. Just took off on him. Took off on him. Took him to Vicky's. Just took him to all the dangerous places in Portsmouth. You know. Then he left and went with the kid's mom. And she took him to like museums and nice places in the area. I was just like, "No, cuz I'm letting you get it real. I'm letting you get it from the gutter. Started from the bottom. Now we're here." That's what I did to him. So that was exciting. Hung out a lot this weekend. Did some cookouts. Big shout outs to my man Neil and Tamika. They had a cookout. It was exciting. I went down there and I cooked out. The only thing I didn't like about cookouts, and good morning, Christine, Betty, Sandra. Here's what I've decided from here on out. 41 is now my cutoff age for cookouts. If your cookout is actually a cookout, don't invite me. If your cookout is happening outside, leave me be. Let me live. Don't even. I've decided I can't do them no more. I don't know whose idea it was to wait till summertime to have cookouts. The reality is we should be having these cookouts in the spring. We should be having the cookouts in the spring when the temperature is moderate. Spring and the fall should be prime cookout time. But for some reason, we wait until it's hotter than Satan's toenails to have cookouts. I don't know what genius decided that this is the best time to have cookouts. Summertime is when all the negatives happen. Fall, springs when we should be having cookouts. We wait till summer when it's hot, it's unbearable outside, it's all kinds of flying insects. What are we doing? Whose thought process was this? Who was like, when we should have food outside when there's more bugs? Yeah, the more bugs we should have more cookouts. It's completely and utterly ridiculous. And I realize now I can't do cookouts. I just can't do it. I tried. This was it. This was it for me. If your cookout is outside, do me a favor, don't invite me. Do me a favor, just don't invite me. Just don't invite me. We have banquets for all the other holidays. We should have banquets for we decide summertime, let's move all the food outside. Apparently the hot dog community is trying to have me stop and have me shut up, but I'm not gonna shut up. I'm not. Freeze me all you like, hot dog community. Freeze me all you want to. Hamburger commission. I'm still gonna keep going. I'm still gonna push the narrative that we need to have these cookouts sometime in the spring. Cookouts gotta be springtime. Having a cookout in the summer is completely ridiculous. Oh. I did something wrong. Hold on. There we go. Cookouts in the summer are completely ridiculous. And somebody tell me, I got rid of that cocaine, honey. Somebody tell me whose idea it was to make them. Do I want an MLK cookout? I'm fine with one. I'm totally okay with Martin Luther King cookout. I think we should do all the things Martin Luther King would have done. If we're going to have Martin Luther King Day cookout, we should have hoes there. Martin Luther King would have had hoes there. Because that's what he did. Martin Luther King was hoeing. And I ain't mad at Martin Luther King. Every now and again, you can catch one that has an indoor and outdoor option, but they are rare. If you don't have that indoor option, don't invite me. That's all I'm saying. If we not going to indoor this thing, I don't want to be there. It's only fair. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. So I went to a couple big shout outs to Neil and Tamika for their cookout. It was exciting. I'm freezing all over the place over there. We having a hard time on IT today. IT ain't ITing. So that was that. Big shout out to my man Bernard Hines, man. He went all out for his wife, invited some people out, and he got me good. Bernard got me good this weekend. He had a birthday celebration for his wife, started out with dinner, then he rented a pontoon boat. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoyed being on the pontoon boat, even though it seemed a tad bit racist. The word pontoon seems like a negative. Pontoon seems like a negative word. It seems like something that people of color were called in a derogatory way. It just seems like you don't want to be called a pontoon. But he rented out a pontoon boat for a 3-hour ride on a pontoon boat, and I learned a lot about myself. First of all, here's what I didn't appreciate. He was a genius move on his part. He invited everybody to go out for lunch for his wife's birthday. His wife's birthday is not until the 14th, but he wanted to go ahead and get a party going early because they'll be out of town. So he said, hey, man, everybody, we're going to go. We're going to have lunch. And he picked a restaurant, apparently a restaurant that she likes, or just I don't think it was a restaurant that she liked, because I don't think she had been to the restaurant before, but he knew the type of food that she likes. So he knew that she was a seafood person. So he got her seafood, went to a seafood restaurant. I guess that's a mature and smart thing to do as a spouse. Find a restaurant that your wife likes. So he did that. So he chose seafood because she likes seafood. So we all get to the seafood restaurant and we order food. I look over the thing. Now, here's one of the things that I'm okay with, and a lot of people don't understand that I'm all right with this. if you having an event, don't change your event due to my dietary restrictions. If you don't know anything about me, I have a shellfish allergy. Shellfish, death. The two of those go together for me. So I can't have it. I can't, when everybody else is out there enjoying shrimp and crabs and clams and all that stuff, can't do it. It's got a shell, I can't eat it. So I don't partake in all that. But that doesn't mean you can't invite me. If you having an all you can eat crab fest, doesn't mean that I can't come. I can be there. I just can't eat the crabs. And I have enough willpower that I don't have to sit there. Even if it's around, people be like, I don't want you to have to be around the food and not being able to eat it. What does that mean? I mean, it's the temptation. If I can't control my fat enough to know that food's gonna kill me if I eat it, then there's something wrong with me. You can invite me. I'll come right on through. Have a good time. I'm gonna enjoy the festivities like everybody else. Be like, we didn't invite you because it was going to be crabs. It's fine. We didn't invite you to the restaurant because it was a seafood. If you ever been to any seafood restaurant, I tell people all the time, I'm gonna be able to find something on that menu that I can eat. Bet I don't even worry about the cross contamination. Even if I don't have to eat no food, I just won't eat nothing. I just be like, hey, you know what? I'm good. I ain't gonna eat a thing. I don't go to those seafood boil places because they put all the food in a bag. I don't think they keep their food separate. So we went ahead, we went to the restaurant, and I ordered calamari, which I like to call calamari. I ordered some calamari, and I ordered a salad, garden salad with chicken on it. And it was great. I got a blackened chicken. It was delicious. Now at the end of the meal, the little waitress came around and she was like, how are we doing the checks? Because it was a group. She's like, how are we doing the checks? And as I was preparing to tell her to give me mine, my good friend Bernard said, it'll be one check, please. I was appalled. I was shocked because my friend Bernard is black. No, I'm not used to that from the barbecue community. I'm not used to hearing just make it one check from the barbecue community. So I figured now, I was like, oh man, I didn't bring any cash to give him money. I guess I got to go ahead and cash app him the money for mine. But no, alas, he just was like, I saved up. I'm good. I was prepared for this event. I'm paying for everybody. And immediately, in a moment where I should have been overjoyed, my heart was dismayed. I was upset. I couldn't believe that I had only ordered salad. There was stuff on the menu that cost a lot more than that salad. Had I known Bernard was paying for everything, I would have ordered something better. There was stuff on the menu without a price. There was market price stuff. That's what I would have ordered had I known he was paying. There's no need in just getting a salad when somebody else is paying. Run it up. Get stuff you don't even like. They didn't even have steak on the menu. I'd have ordered one and had them bring it in from another restaurant. Declare your intentions before we start eating. If you plan on paying for this meal for everybody, tell me so I can take advantage of it. Having somebody else pay for the food is an opportunity for you to start just trying new things. I've never had oysters Rockefeller before. I would have had it then. Somebody else is paying. If I ain't like it, throw it away. The law firm of Jackie Brighton Ready told me that's why you don't tell people ahead of time. No, let me know. Give me the warning. Let me fire on all cylinders. Don't take away my ability to enjoy stuff. I would have had a meal and an appetizer. I'd have had them both. And then when she came through, was like, is there room for dessert? Absolutely, there's room for dessert. Because it's on him. I'd have white man pointed at him. Appreciate you. That's what I did. Then we went on a pontoon boat. And here's what I realized about boating. We went to an area called the Rudy Inlet. Beautiful area. Just a lot of water back there. Just people boating. Lots of rich people. Just looking at the houses of some very, very rich people was back there. We went by Pharrell's houses on there. A lady who owns Mars Candy. You familiar with any candies, anything with chocolate on it? The Mars Corporation. She got a chocolate house. I wouldn't be surprised if she has a black man. She really seems to enjoy chocolate, but her house was phenomenal. I'm talking about it is a spectacular house. But again, even in that, my 41 showed up. Listen, I'm firmly 41 years old now. Sometimes I'm not 100% sure about how 41 I am, but I firmly hit it. I know I'm there. I know I've been changed because I saw some of those houses and I just kept saying I didn't want to. No, Keith, I didn't get in the water. I stayed in the boat. I'm not Peter. I don't have that ability. I think that man rented a boat for us to ride the boat, so I stayed in the boat. It was a lot of people out there in the water, but I stayed in the boat. Because that's what the man rented the boat for. The man rented the boat for us to ride in the boat. He didn't rent the boat for us to be out in the water. We could have got out in the water on our own. That man rented a whole boat. But here's what I realized, though. This is when I realized my 41 was kicking in. It was some beautiful houses, very, very large houses, got lots of size to them, lots of land. At my age of 41, I just started trying to figure out what the heating and air conditioning bill was going to be. Look at this latest house. What you need all that house for? That's a one house. And then the lady in the house about 80 years old, so that means she ain't in but one room of that house. You got all that house. The mirrors is awesome. Look how brown the house is. You got all that house. What you doing with all that? What you doing with all of it? That's what I started thinking about at the age of 40. It's just too much house. That's just a lot of house. What is you doing with all that house? That is for young people. That much house is for young people. You get that much house when you young, you in your 20s and 30s. Once you hit 40, we downsizing. Matter of fact, I think there's only really like a 20-year gap where you want big house. When you 18, 19, you first move out, between there and the 20s, the teens and 20s, apartment. And I know young people can't afford all that house. I get it, Denzel. But when your teens and 20s, apartment. Then once you hit 30, between the ages of 30 and mid 40, you can have big house. And then you get out of there. You get right back down. You get right back down to something small. Because you get tired of all house stuff. The older you get, the more you hate house stuff. You get tired of cleaning the house. You get tired of paying the utilities on the house. You get tired of getting the grass cut. You get tired of something breaking. That's just too much. Put me in an apartment. Give me. Listen, generational wealth, schmelf. I'm downgraded. Let me build all that big house up. Then when I get older, I'm gonna sell it. I need them old people to get out them houses and get yourself to a senior community, somewhere where they play canasta on Wednesdays. Let the young people get into them big houses. Old people staying in houses for what? You uncomfortable in there. You don't have no friends and family, anybody coming to visit. But nobody had no company no more. See, back when, give me a big house in the old school days when everybody used to come in and visit. When you used to have Sundays and everybody had to come eat dinner at Big Mama's house, you needed a big house then because you had everybody there. Now don't nobody go to nobody's house every Sunday. Y'all don't have y'all soul food Sundays no more. It's a thing of the past. New grandmamas don't even know how to cook, so how they gonna have soul food Sunday? People barely get together on holidays now. And I'm not gonna get a whole bunch of house just for y'all to come over on the holidays. I got 2 kids. We don't need no room. They come home on the holidays, it's 2 of them, and they ain't got none. New grandmas ain't 38. New great grandmas are 38. You're a great grandma by 38 now. You 3 generations of grandma. You got a lot of grandmama ain't going by that age. It's too much. It's too much. Now I can have that cookout catered in my big house. If I got that much house, I'm gonna have that cookout and it's gonna be inside. We finna have that cooking. Look at Michelle. Michelle took that grandma comment personally. And it's okay. It's okay. Listen, at some points, we just see how things change culturally. I'm not mad at you young grandmamas. Y'all out of pocket. You don't know how to act, but y'all did it right. Pop that baby out 16, 17. Get it out of there. That way, once you hit your prime, you can enjoy life. All those people that waited till we got old and had kids, let me wait until I'm old and I'm steady and I'm working and I can afford it financially. Hogwash. Had that baby when you can't afford it. Because people will help you. People will help you when you had that young. People help you when they had that young baby. When you had that baby young, people be like, "Let me watch that baby for you." Oh, you still trying to go to college? Let's all pitch in. Let's be a village and help that baby. Help them raise that baby. You had that baby when you grown. That village is gone. They done close. They done shut the village down. Ain't nobody helping no old people with their babies. You old enough. You old enough to know better. Why ain't nobody taking, listen, you an old parent, ain't nobody watching your kids for the weekend, ain't nobody taking your kids to practice, nothing. You old. Anybody buying you nothing, ain't nothing. No, old people. Had that baby when you 7. And we've changed fundamentally. Like we've changed as a society fundamentally. Because you remember back in the day, you started having babies when you was 12. 12, 13, they started having. Well, look at Color Purple. He got Celia when Celia was like 14. And Mr. was old. You knew that man was old. You called him Mr. When you call your spouse Mister, you already know it's a lot happening. You got to respect your spouse and your elder at the same time. He was old. That's just that, and that was what it was societally. Man, we keep talking about babies having babies. They always been that way. We just changed it a little bit, and I think it's for the better. But overall, no. That was my weekend in a nutshell. It was a large nutshell. So cookouts, pontoon boats, white men in my home. That was it. Whole weekend in a nutshell. So now we back to Monday. Monday. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all because I always let y'all know about everything that I got going on in my personal life. That's what this show is about. I have an eye exam today, and out of all the exams, I haven't had a prostate exam, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hate that the most. But this eye exam, I hate eye exams. I hate them. I hate eye exams. They don't hurt. They don't do anything like that. I just feel like I can't get anything right on the eye exam. I just feel like I'm always gonna get a wrong answer on eye exams. Y'all might be eye exam masters, but the eye exam is the most trifling exam. Okay, is it number 1 or number 2? And you know both of them look alike. The eye doctor knows they both look alike. You sitting there, and you feel the pressure that have to answer. He said, "I'll do it again. 1 or 2," and you struggling because 1 and 2 both look the same. All right, is it better now or now? And they're both the same. And I really feel like if I don't get the answers right to which one is better, then now I'm gonna be struggling with my glasses the whole time. You ever got your glasses and immediately be like, wrong prescription? Happens to me all the time. Oh, if they go to 3 or 4, that now the whole world. I can't go beyond 2. He's like, tell me which one is better. 1, 2, 3, or 4. If we go 3 or 4, I can't do it. I can't do it. Because I can't remember 1 to 4. I can't compare 1 and 4. You done took me through 3 different things, and it only changes this much. It's a minuscule amount of change. It goes from this blurry to this blurry. It doesn't change. You have no idea what's happening. All right, 1 or 2. And sometimes I don't even think they change them. I don't even think they change them. I think the doctors be trying to guess. They just say just to make you feel like it was worth you paying them what you got to pay them. Okay, now 1 or I wish they would throw random numbers in there. 1 or 36. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't know we had skipped the 36. They move so fast. Give me some time with 1 and 2. Give me some time with 1. Like, all right, which one's better? 1. Now throw a book on the wall. Let me read a little bit. Okay, cool. Now bring in 2. No, but you flipping 1 or 2. I don't know. All I'm hearing is clicks. That's all I hear. I got to do an eye exam today. Least favorite of my exams. Then you got to go in there and look at 47 pair of glasses that all look the same. All these glasses look exactly the same. They tell you to pick a pair. And then they be like, well, here, try them on, look in the mirror. But here's the problem. I'm blind without my glasses. So when I try these glasses on, I can't see. I have no idea what I look like in the glasses. I'm trying on these plastic frame glasses, put them on, and I be like, I guess I look good in these. And then you get them, and then when you get home and they got prescription in them, you be like, oh, I don't like these glasses at all. You just never know what happens. Why are glasses $500? Then you're asking a great question. I'm gonna tell you what, it ain't gonna never be for me. I'm gonna go to America's Best. Give me 65 pairs of glasses for $3. That is the beauty of America's Best. That is the glory of it. America's Best, you get an eye exam, prostate exam. They check your blood pressure, and you get 36 pair of glasses for $69.95. Is it? The VA is free. Okay. I mean, Keith, I get it. You thank you for your service. Dr. Cornetta, 400. And that's where I gotta go, Queen Honey. I gotta go, Dr. Cornetta. Everybody go, Dr. Cornetta. Dr. Cornetta is running the eyeglass game. That's where I'm going. I got an appointment with Dr. Cornetta. So you just telling me go ahead and be prepared to spend $400 on some glasses. And I need him to see. And I'm tell you what, don't make me cuss him out. I will cuss him out to his face if he tells me I need some bifocals. If he tells me I need bifocals, I've already started getting old. Because sometimes when I look at my phone, I try to read my phone, I got to take my glasses off. And I never understood why people had to take their glasses off to be able to read. But it's starting to happen to me. I be having to read. I be like, it just happened. He's like, when you hit 40, I be like, but I'm 41. It shouldn't happen so fast. When I see better with my reading glasses. They just magnifying glasses. That's all it is. Get you some plus 15s. What you want. Dr. Cornetta is everybody's eye doctor. If you sit at Dr. Cornetta long enough, you're going to see everybody you need to know. Dr. Cornetta been the only eye doctor in Portsmouth I don't even know if there are any other eye doctors in Portsmouth. He got the market locked down on eye doctors. Get your prescription and go on the Zenni website. Now I have seen a lot of those off-brand, not off, I don't want to call it off-brand, but I have seen a lot now. As long as you got to put your prescription, you go online and order glasses. And I might have to start doing that. I might have to tell them. I might even tell them when I go in today, I'll be like, I don't even want don't even give me no glasses. Just check the eyes out. I'll get the glasses later. Get the glasses later. That's it. That's it for the show today. That's all I got. let's give you news, weather, and sports, and word of the day. I'm keeping it tight and concise. I've been listening to a lot of my lady friends, and they always tell you just keep it tight and you'll be all right. And so I was like, okay, that is what I'm doing today, keeping it tight. So Bob Rand. Let's go to news, weather, and sports. There's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, nothing of excitement. Bronny James had a bad game, and then he sat out the next game, said he was hurt. I don't know if it was feelings or his actual knee. They saying it was his knee. I'm thinking it was his feelings. I think his feelings were hurt. That's what I think it is. He played that one game. He is consistent. He averaged 4 points a game, and he does it. The progressive glasses fixes and close reading, but they're so expensive. Yeah, I'm not going for the bifocal. I'm not doing it. Now I would like to wear a little thing, but I'm not. Anyway, so that's that. What else is here? Oh, word of the day. Let's go for the word of the day. Word of now listen, I'm telling y'all, I tried to stay and not go left today. I did. I intentionally wanted to not go left. You know what? I'm not even gonna tell y'all the word of the day because y'all gonna think that I'm lying when I tell y'all what the word of the day is. I'm gonna let y'all see what the word of the day is today, and then y'all can just be like, "Oh, he didn't make this up." Yep, that's the word of the day. That's today's word of the day. Listen. I didn't know this was a word. I had no idea this was a word. Apparently, it has a meaning. Nope. Not setting myself up. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not using it in a sentence. I am going to remain mature. That cannot be what Merriam-Webster meant for us to have as the word of the day today. And then even from the definition, what it means is to talk or argue with someone about the conditions of a purchase, agreement, or contract. So my favorite thing about flea markets is over the prices. And generally speaking, you're gonna try to get a lower price if that's what you're doing. That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say, Burnett. So now, when I'm in the grocery store and I'm trying to get my price lower, I'm in there trying to dicker down the price. That's what I'm trying to do. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I didn't choose this word. The word chose me. What? It is so perfect. You come home, your wife is not doing things you want to do, so you want to negotiate with your wife. So what do? You dicker. Oh man, I met a young lady in the mall, man, and the price was too high, so I had to dicker. What? That is horrible. Whose idea? Whose man's is Merriam-Webster? This cannot be the word of the day. I'm getting that put on a t-shirt. That's just what you do. That's got to be a noun. It's a verb. I don't know if it's an adjective, but it is completely ridiculous. Merriam-Webster, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. They tried to get me, y'all, but I remained solid. Let me say, listen, today's word of the day, that was hard. That was that was a hard word. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, the hard word. And it seemed like it was below the belt, but it was hard. It was hard. But sometimes the stiffer ones, you still got to fit them in there. You know, that's the thing. The show has this is a crevice, is a hole in the show, and sometimes you got to just got to put Dicker in a hole. You know, I'm out of here. Hey man, big shout outs to my little cousin. If y'all follow the show, y'all remember last week I was talking about my cousin Michael, who was in the hospital in Tacoma, Washington. If y'all don't remember the story, I called a friend. I couldn't remember. Tacoma and Seattle are pretty much the same place. And so I called and I was like, hey, my cousin's in the hospital in Seattle. The hospital's pretty good in Seattle. And he came back and they were like, oh, yeah, no, you're good. In any hospital in Seattle, the hospital in Seattle's good, just as long as it's not Tacoma. And I was like, word. And so then when his sister went over there, I was like, ooh, which hospital is he in? She's like, Tacoma General. And I was like, oops. So what I just hit him with was a oops. And so Lil Mike was over there in the hospital going through a lot of procedures, and things were looking very, 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 very grim as far as those were concerned. And so that was over. That was last week. So on yesterday, he passed away. Now, I know that wasn't the example that y'all were looking for. Y'all weren't expecting to hear that he passed away. I wasn't expecting to hear that he passed away. 51 years old, Michael Wayne Gordon Jr. My good cousin, man. We grew up together for a lot of periods of life. We were in the same house. We lived together with my aunt, my grandma. So very tough move. But y'all just keep him in the family in your prayers. 9 kids. That's enough to take you out early. But 9 kids, and I can't even tell you how many baby mamas. I think 9 kids, 12 baby mamas. It's a lot happening. So big shout outs to him. Now they had something at the hospital that was cool, but also something I would never want to experience. So apparently when they take you to the morgue, if you were in military service, because he was in the Army, military service, they go ahead and drape a flag over you to take you down to the morgue and play taps over the loudspeaker. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want to be in the hospital and hear taps over that loudspeaker. Y'all can play whatever y'all want to. Get Me Bodied. Let's Get Physical. Play that elevator music over the loudspeaker. But if I'm in the hospital and I hear brand, 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 there's no way. I'm leaving. I am checking out right then. It was the weirdest thing. They had everybody, the family, the nurses and doctors was all there as they rolled them down the hallway. But I was like, if they do this, listen, I'm asking all veterans to not go to Tacoma. Like, that is just not something I ever want to hear in the hospital. And then how often do they play that? If I have a hotel stay, hospital stay, and I hear that about 4 times, I'm telling you, first time I might be like, oh, okay, that's nice. But the second and third time I hear that, I'm like, y'all, check me out of here, because they playing that song way too much. Mr. DJ, bring it back. Not for that song, not that one, not at all. But big shout out to my cousin Mike, man. See you on the other side. Is what I got, man. So cherish the memory, cherish everybody that's around you, man, because life is but a vapor. It happens very quickly. You're here today, gone tomorrow, man. So it's always, we gotta start just cherishing life. It just, man, shoot, it's not even here today, gone tomorrow, man. Nowadays it's here today, gone today. So make sure we cherish every opportunity that we get to live this life, man. Every time we get a new day, man, it's a gift. That's why they call it a present. So, man, make sure that you embrace that. Today's Monday, man. Monday has no power over us. We go and show Monday what the deal is. We master our money so the rest of the week knows that they can do nothing but bow down. Bow down. And listen, while I went West Coast, before I get off, let me explain something. I put a post up the other day about how I feel about the song "They Not Like Us" by Kendrick Lamar. Not a big fan of the song. If you ever heard the song, bam, 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 that's not like us. They're not like, I don't think there was a whole lot of thought put into it. It's a very, very West Coast song. Somebody asked me about what did that mean by that. I said, now there are West Coast music is a particular genre of music, and it's really liked by West Coast people. Most of the time, West Coast music doesn't hit mainstream because it's very, very West Coast. There's some songs, some drill songs are very, very Chicago. Like a lot of people don't listen to drill music. That is their music. Go-go is very DC. Like go-go music, like there's some songs that cross over and everybody, like 3 a.m, Pancake House, everybody listens to that. That's a great song, everybody knows it. But most people don't get deep into the Chuck Brown. Like that's not something, if you're not from DC or you didn't go to a HBCU, you usually don't get deep in the go-go. Soca is very soca. Like if you don't like soca, that's not for you. Afro beats, very Afro, like that's the type of music. Same thing with music on the West Coast. West Coast music is really for West Coast people. They get West Coast experiences. It's set up for them to see, walk, and whatever the Bloods do. It's set up for that. That's what this song is. Very, very West Coast. And I grew up in a different era of battle rap. Like I guess what he was doing was witty and smart, but I come from, that's why I slept with your wife, you fat. That's what I heard first in Tupac. Tupac started the song off with just telling Biggie that's what I did. That's what I did. Word of the day. What did I do to Faith? Word of the day. And so it's just different. I thought I never really been a fan of Kendrick Lamar's voice. I was like, what is he doing to his voice? The part I like the most, I guess, he's like kind of trying to strike a chord. It's probably A minor, but he's still like, the voice is annoying, and they play the song every 5 seconds. I'm done. I'm not a fan of They Not Like Us. And who exactly is us? Is it only dark skin, light skin? I don't get it. Not a fan of the song. So I thought I would pray. I thought I would explain myself, because people was like, oh, they were taking a gas that I wasn't a fan of the song. I just wasn't. This song doesn't do it for me. Doesn't do it for me. There are a lot of Kendrick songs I'm not a big fan of, and people be like, "Oh my gosh, you gotta love Kendrick. He's a genius." Call me simple, call me basic, but Drake got hits. There are Drake songs that I just like. I like Drake. Drake's music puts me in a better place. I feel like when you get Kendrick songs, you need a concordance. You need to check your references. You need people to explain. Like Kendrick be like speaking in tongues. Somebody explain this to me. It just doesn't do it for me. I'm not a big Kendrick guy. And so it's gonna be cool because band season, all the bands are gonna be playing it. I just talked to my good friend up in Highland Springs. He's a band director. His band has already got the sheet music for it. They're ready to bam, 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 bam. It's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure the best band in the land, the Spartan Legion, is gonna be playing it. I'm sure all the bands, and it's just gonna be bam, 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 and walk this way. Well, I was just like, what are we doing here? And that was it. Now, so anybody who feels different and they're not like you, you're good. But that's it, man. Have a magnificent Monday, man. Magical Monday. Master your Monday. It's gonna be a fantastic day, man. I'm sure, man, Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll do all this again on tomorrow. That's what we do. And if you don't, just remember what today's word of the day is. Anybody gives you any trouble today, this is word of the day. Word of the day. I'm out, man. Until tomorrow. Thank you so much, Jackie. Until tomorrow, man, Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'll come back and do this again. Remember, make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. We'll be back, and I'll try to be better on tomorrow, on a Tuesday. We'll talk about it Tuesday. We'll find something to talk about. All right? Until peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got play this Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. again. Started on